All right, everybody, welcome to another Eric Flight. It's been a while. FS Expo's over, vacation's not. I got a lot of things going on in July. June was kind of like busy with school, and then we had like 2 weeks of just like kind of chill. Tried to go do backpacking, by the way. Had a bad weather. So there was thunderstorms up in New Hampshire, so we didn't go. And not only that, my son's bag, like, he just couldn't get it comfortable. So it's like, dude, we're gonna wave this off like a flight, and we're just gonna, like, you know, get your backpack all in order. We had everything packed up, ready to go. So, but sadly not to be. I already planned an alternate though. So it's just like flying. If you don't have the weather or the situation's not right, you don't go. Anyways, we're gonna be doing the Virtual USA Flying Club event here. Flying to Mackinac here. What was I gonna do? No, that was the wrong thing. I'm so used to 2020 because I'm doing scenery in that. But, all right, here we go. Aircraft. I just noticed I got like a crap load more stuff like all installed. So I gotta look that over. There was a update to the Parallel 42 camping. So I gotta see what's going on with that later on. Anyways, let's get started here. We're flying to Canada, Ontario, and then we're gonna go to Mackinac Island in Michigan. And this is the third event on this one. So, but anyways, that's the Aero 3 we're taking out. And again, it's the Wagon Queen Family Sky Cruiser, and we are going to do our promo because our first marathon event for charity is coming up. So, take a look at our little Sky Cruiser promo.
This summer, take to the skies in style. Introducing the 1977 Piper Aero 3 Wagon Queen Sky Cruiser. She's not just a plane, she's aviation's answer to the great American family road trip. With 4 seats, retractable gear, and 4 times the simulated wood grain, this bird's got the look of a suburban station wagon and the soul of a skybound stallion. Why just drive coast to coast when you can fly there in a machine so groovy, Clark Griswold himself would have traded in the family truckster just for a ride in this majestic metal mama. Rugged, comfortable yoke? Check. Luggage space for Aunt Edna? You bet. Built-in GPS to keep your dad from getting lost over Kansas? Absolutely. And don't forget the low-wing swagger and constant speed prop performance. Perfect for cruising at 137 knots while flying the tribe cross-country. So skip the rest stops and take the scenic route at 7,500 feet. It's the Wagon Queen Sky Cruiser, because the journey is the vacation. If you think you hate it now, just wait till you fly it.
Just wait till you fly it. And that is the livery, which we are flying today, just to promote this whole event. But we'll be having the 5th annual Eric Flight Marathon for the Children's Cancer Research Fund through my participation in the Great Cycle Challenge. Any builds, which I'm going to pronounce right from now on. Real Sim Gear and Jewicki Design all sponsoring. And here's a little bit more info about it. This summer, the sky becomes our highway, and hope becomes our destination. Join Eric Flight as he embarks on 2 epic flight simulation marathons, raising funds for children battling cancer through the Great Cycle Challenge. First, a journey across Canada from the Pacific coast of British Columbia to the historic city of Quebec. Then 1 week later, from Vermont's Green Mountains to the sunlit shores of Santa Monica. Every mile flown helps fund life-saving research through the Children's Cancer Research Fund. Fly with us, watch the journey, donate if you can. Together, we can give kids a brighter tomorrow. So join us July 27th. It's the first marathon going across Canada. And I've already got 2 people to sign up to fly with me. So we're just starting to get the registrations in. If you want to find out more information... Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. All right, here we go. Go to tinyurl.com/Eric Flight Discord. I got a briefing on there. I've got the registration, which is a Google form you got to fill out. You can fly one, you can fly both. It's all up to you, and my camera's going nuts. But we're just going to go with it. Weird. All right, anyways, July 27th is the first one. August 2nd, the next week after that, we're doing America. So, should be a good time. Let's get it going here. Hey, Jim, thanks for coming out to the broadcast. Sorry, I didn't see that. Earlier, I had a lot of things going on. Let's turn the music back on. Let's have some fun. We're on 2024 Service Update 2. And we're going to take this out. I already primed it and everything, so we're good to go. So I'm going to go clear prop. While you're watching that video, I did a bunch of things. Clear prop.
Clear.
All right, very good. The butt kicker is kicking my butt, so I know it's on. Mixture, rich prime, mixture, lean start. I already got that. All right, oil pressure is in the green. Fuel pump going off. We're going to check the fuel pressure. Make sure it's in the green still. Lights as required. We'll turn nav on it this time, but nothing else. Okay, we're on the pre-taxi. Seatbelt harnesses, heat vent, defrost. It's probably pretty hot up here in Michigan. No, it is. It's like 90 degrees. So if I remember right, that's all the way off. It helps when they have a sticker on it. Fuel pressure is... Oh, wait. No, we're good. Avionics on. It's set. All right, let's get... We're right on the border of Canada here. So the AWOS is 118.375, but 2024 has been giving me some trouble once in a while. So we'll have to see if it's going to give me weather or not. Because I believe that we have freeware from... FlightSim.to here. I'll tell you what I've been doing lately though, other than FlightSim Expo. Let's see if we got here. COM2's monitored. Yeah, if not, we're gonna have to do Sky Vector. I don't know why it does that. There's something in the programming where it just doesn't work. So, alright, I'm gonna move this window to the GNS 530. By the way, if you donate during the event, you can win a Real Sim Gear GNS 530 just for donating during one of the marathons. So just, if you're gonna watch the marathon, I suggest you wait till you donate then. It seems like when people donate, more people get motivated, so we're gonna try it that way. However, a very good friend from high school did donate to the cause already, so I appreciate that. So thank you to Liza for doing that for us, and that's awesome. CTAF is 12305. I'm a little late. I had to use the facilities, like real life, like you don't fly. If you even have, you know, you always want to kind of leave with an empty tank, if you know what I mean. All right, we are still connected to VATSIM, hopefully. Let's verify that, because sometimes it disconnects. Oh, we are, we're good. All right, let's check out Volanta, see what ATC we have out there today. Oh, we're not in Mass anymore. We're in Michigan. Yeah, so we can do flight following. I didn't file a flight plan because half the time they don't look at it anyways. So we're actually up here. So we're going to Canada. We'll be paying for ATC in Canada in real life. And then we're going to Mackinac. I have no clue who's flying what. That is not a Virtual USA Flying Club. This is a Virtual USA Flying Club member. And actually they're all starting to head out now. Tim Dog's there. Sorry, I didn't miss much, even though I started late. So good. We might get some there. Alright, anyways. Back to the checklist here. ATIS. I'm gonna have to do that in Sky Vector because this thing is being a pain and not giving me any weather. And it's on. Everything's on. So you tell me. Anyway, see. Charlie November Romeo 4, I think is where we're going. And I take my time so I don't mess up. Because when you rush, yep. When you rush, that's when you mess up. Like Sky Vector's not working for me. Come on, man. If not, we're gonna go look at it together. I haven't looked at this briefing screen in forever. Let's do it. All right. So, anyways, we're starting here. It's VFR, and it says winds are 200 at 5 knots, gusting to 14, 10 square miles. Altimeter 3002. So let's set that. That'll be right here. Beautiful. All right, and sorry about the FS Expo things there. It's over, but next year I have a slim chance of going. It's gonna be in Minneapolis, Minnesota. All right. Also, our speed should be about 137 true air speed. So just take a little over 2 hours. All right. Very good. 200. I have no clue about anything because it's kind of rushing in here. Ah! Thanks. Good fix it for resubscribing. I'm gonna go back to the main screen. Meet you there.
clued in on this play.
Thank you so much. It was great meeting you in person for the first time in years.
A little more room here for the fix.
There you go.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's what you get. You keep. Oh God, you're just doing it all. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta let it clear off the command
Fixes
first.
up right now.
You're a big boy. From now on,
All right. Anyways.
clean up your own fixes.
And begin 2-2. Runway 2-2. All right. I have no clue what that is, but so how are things? Glad you made it back to Ohio safely. We are on the apron over here. I'm gonna go runway 22. So we'll figure that out. Are you flying? No time for cool downs. Alright, anyways, back to my checklist, because, you know, that's the way I roll. Alright, altimeter is set. ATIS we have. Transponder, alt squawk 1200. Radio test. Okay. Make sure it's transmitting here. That's Immunicom. Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot radio check, please. I was going to get anyone. Alright, we're going to test the brakes on the way out. And we should be good. I'm going to turn off the tablet for you for now. This taxi have to run with 2-2 because we're running a little late here. Oh, okay. Well, feel free because I'm late. I had to do some duty. Do that stuff. Okay. I believe we have to go that way. So I'm going to keep my little chart supplement chart out because it's a lot better than what's on the Veer app. Okay, parking brake is on. Tobii eye tracker on. Parking brake off. Sorry about that. And we're going to go to the left. Here we go. Roger. I think that's Immunicom because that's usually where you get people. So, as long as they can hear me, it clears up over time, and of course, it also depends on the distance. So we're gonna go over here. I think runway 22 is that way. Watch out for this jet here, though. All right, enough already. Oh. Why is the gear down? I didn't set it to be down. Or maybe I did. I've been testing a lot. I'll tell you what I've been up to because it's been a heck of a 24 hours. But I got a lot done. Alright, runway 22's that one, so I'm gonna go take a right here. We are on the CTAF now. So I got back into scenery design for our Virtue USA Flying Club air show, which is next Saturday. Saturday? So I have till Monday to edit it, but like I kind of went, they just wanted me to update the graphics, which that was easy. That was like a 5-minute job. But then I was like, Michael Manaka, otherwise known as November 8033 Foxtrot, he like did an X-Plane scenery. So I was like, well, let me try to do some of that. Put that in the Microsoft Flight Simulator once, and I did it. I did a lot of it. I got the apron graphics. I got the Virtue USA Flying Club like logos everywhere. Thank you, thank you. So if you look at the Virtue USA Flying Club Discord, I showed at 3 a.m. JT Azevedo, you're not supposed to be subscribing anymore. Remember? Jesus, man. Thanks for subscribing. By the way, I got your package right behind me. I still gotta send it out. I will show it to you to prove it to you. But it's all packaged up. I've just been really busy. So I was up to like 3 a.m. last night creating scenery, and it looks really good. I'll show you some pictures of it. But it's from Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I can't believe how like some of my skills came back from prepared. All right, well, you didn't have to subscribe again. But Sky Blue Radio, what's up? Nice to see you too as well. Been listening to you ever since the Virtual Airline days in the late 90s, early 2000s, whenever you were like founded. Remember when you were first founded, I think. All right, back to the checklist, and we'll display this for everybody. Run up, brakes are set, parking brakes on. By the way, we did fly the Arrow with Nick Reza. Was it last week? I think it was last week. So, all right, fuel to the proper tank. We're full. I'm gonna leave it on the right. Excuse me. Trim set for takeoff. I'm gonna test the trim out. Wheel first. The wheel is working. Let's try the electronic trim. It is working. By the way, it was very good to do that in real life because someone turned off the electric trim. So imagine if I was like trying to trim it And I didn't check that. That's this little button right here, by the way. That white button. If you pull it out, it turns off the electric trim. That's so it doesn't run away if there's a problem. Flight controls. We are on the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. Service update 2 for FS 2024. Instruments, turn coordinators in the middle, no flag. Heading coordinates should be about where it is. Direct speed looks good. Altimeter, I believe, is good. Horizon is good. Airspeed's good. Alright, Annunciator lights. Push this little button. Should light up. Wink. Alright, good. Alternate air. Test. There's no real way of testing that, but you just want to make sure it kind of moves at least. Make sure best power. We're going to go to 2000. That's my tablet, everybody, with the notification. Don't worry about that. I also updated the graphics drivers on both the laptop and the desktop. Right, Magneto? Back to both. Because I was having some crackly noise. Left. Back to both. So it's quite interesting. When it's set the prop, RPMs go down, RPMs go up. Then we look at the oil pressure over here. Oil pressure goes down, oil pressure goes up. Slightly. And then we do it one more time, make sure there's no oil splattering onto the windshield, because that means we have a leak, possibly in the governor. Well, happy birthday. I gotta get that thing out there then. Vacuum is good. Alternator's charging. I have to get it out there. It's all packaged up. I just gotta send it. Alright, oil pressure, oil temperature in the green. I feel so bad. Idling. Then there's the throttle friction locks, which isn't really applicable to the United States. Yeah, the United States, that's what I was about to say. But that would give you some control over the friction lock. I usually don't even touch that. It usually feels pretty good in the Piper. I will touch it in the Cessna though. Alright. Free takeoff, flap 0, high RPM, make sure best power, fuel pump on. Gear override, it's just a little switch down here if we need it. I'm sorry if you missed me at FS Expo, but it was a good time. It's the first time ever. I have some pictures to show people if you haven't seen anything. Met a lot of streamers. Also kind of spilled Two-Toe Murphy's drink a little bit as I met him for the first time. Transponder, alt squawk, AC off. Doors, windows, landing light on. Strobes on. And I think we're good other than that. So I think we're good to go. And where the heck are we again? We're Port Huron. Port Huron.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison and I'm your
you.
chief flight attendant. On behalf of the Eric flight crew, welcome aboard.
Alright.
At this time, make sure your
Port
seat
Huron
backs and tray
traffic,
tables
Arrow
are in their
6,
full
Echo
upright
Foxtrot, departing
position
runway 22,
and that your
departure
seatbelt
to
is
the
correctly fastened.
northeast.
We will be departing
Port Huron.
shortly.
Okay, parking brake off. Toby, I check it on so I can check. Make sure we're clear. Didn't hear anyone on the frequency, but you still check. Looks clear. Looks clear. Alright, here we go. Let's take the runway. Oh, sorry. We rotate at 70. Climb at 90. Retract the gear when there's no more available runway ahead of us. And I'm saying everything else in my head that I should have said for the abort procedure. So, we'll be turning right if we have a problem. Just right down the runway right now, as you can see. Okay, heels on the floor. Get a life. What's up? I didn't tell anyone to get a life, but that's the guy's name. Here we go. But I didn't forget it. This is freeware scenery, by the way. And JT Acevedo's coming out with us. Rotate. And we're off. Trimming up just a little bit. Gain some speed when we get that gear up, but we leave it down until we have no more available runway ahead of us. This is an airport of entry, so if you had to come back to the United States, this might be a good one. Gear up. There you go. Yeah, you didn't come at the end. Exclamation point. Come at end. Try it out. Or came at end. I can't remember if it's came or come. Dude. Yeah, 0, 2, 3. Why does that look different? I don't know. It's not different. It's hard to read that. Alright, climbing at about that. I have no clue what that just happened there. That was weird. Okay, we are clear on the left. We have ship traffic out there as well. We're just gonna do it's a left pattern, so I want to come out here a little bit. before I turn right. And then we'll get back to the north. Looks like pretty good. Supposed to be pretty good weather. By the way, we're climbing to 5,500. That might help too. Oh no, don't do that. Come on now. Just because my elbow hits, you gotta be doing that. Trimming up. Well, I should have done this before we left. That's alright. $5,500 feet. And, alright, we're gonna turn right, clear on the right. Go. You did. That was one of the last ones. That was the, when I did the Sopranos command there. Yep. Alright, let's test the autopilot. Yeah. Off. Okay, autopilot. Nav. Vertical speed. That doesn't look like it's working. Alright, let's try that again. Autopilot. Nav. Vertical speed. Please just work. Please just work. Come on, auto. Told me I'd track her off. Thank you to auto the autopilot for what looks to be like working.
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot.
I'm not connected to that sim. Oh, kick me off. Huh. We're going back now. Back to Unicom.
I'll go back to the passengers.
Maybe we should leave it on CTAF. Right near the airport. Let's take a look outside. That's us. I also have to inch this thing back out. But that's, oops. That's the airport right there. As we are going up to 5,500. Alright, we're going to kick this back now to 25 inches of manifold. 2550 on the prop. And we're going to lead up the mixture a little bit. Actually, probably a lot in this because it tends to be right about there. Okay, good. Well, we're looking decent, aren't we? We're going to enter things manually. And we're going to enjoy the sights here in Michigan, the great state of Michigan. And I'm still connected to VATSIM. I don't know why it kicked me off, but it did. Alright, again, we are adjacent to the airport, so we're staying on the CTAF. You clothesline your little brother. Why? I was the little brother between my brother and I. Just saying. If I could get rid of that annoying little menu thing up here, that'd be great, but here's JT Azevedo joining us off the right wing there. What are you flying today? Oh. Mr. Are you gonna finish that one? Alright. Drink of the day is Dr. Pepper Blackberry Zero Sugar, because I'm not supposed to have sugar. But this is pretty good. They're doing a lot of mixing with fruit flavors. I like it. It's not cold enough, but I like it. Piper Arrow 3. Oh, you're just like me then. Oh, from you. Okay, I thought you were going to go with Mr. Kneecap on that one. That's why I was asking. Why'd your name displayed twice? That's kind of interesting. Oh, you know what it might be? Flow might be working with this. So, oh well. It is what it is. I loaded the Ontario graphics. Foxtrot, what's up? Nice to see you. Glad you made it back to, I believe it's California if I'm right? But we're doing a Virtual Safe Flying Club event, and I didn't put any of the graphics out, so I got to do that too. Holy shnikes. I didn't do any of this stuff because I was like rushing and I had to use the bathroom. But there you go. It's a Virtual Safe Flying Club event. Yay. Thanks for coming out, Foxtrot. Appreciate that. Good to see you again, sir. And it was nice meeting you in person, too. I didn't get to do karaoke directly with you. I was in the room next door, but this karaoke was pretty good. I know Slant Alpha had some video, so I'm interested in seeing. Because I must have sang like 5 or 6 songs that night. So, Diet is zero. They don't name it diet anymore. They call it zero sugar. I don't know if you can see that or not. Ah. It's to make you feel better about your life. All right, climb to 5,500. I have to lean off the mixture as we go. Going to VATSIM Unicom this time. And who knows? You might hear a couple of Virtue USA flying club numbers. Manifold pressure up 25 inches. Gotta keep it around 25.50 for now. There you go. No sugar. I'm not supposed to have sugar, that's why. JT Azevedo, some formation flying there, sir. Very good. But yep, the 5th annual Eric Flight Marathon is coming up. We had a whole bunch of promos going on. And it's going to be a good time, everybody. We got 2 other pilots flying with me as of now, but I'm hoping to get more. It usually ends up like 5, and then like 2 like lose it during the marathon, so then we're down to 3, which is fine, but I'm off for maximum exposure. July 27th, we'll be flying across Canada. And then oh, whoa, those clouds don't look inviting. We might have to drop this thing to 3,500, so let's do that. Yeah. Come on, left hand. Let's go. Turn that knob. Why is that knob so quick? We'll make it just a little subtle. No. Don't be doing that, because you got banned last time when you mentioned that. Doing that. Okay, we're going back down to 3,500. Don't be doing that. That would be a... this. I actually get the commands going on today. My brain is like mixed up here. That would not be a good thing. Where is it? Oh my lord. Gotta look at my own commands. I have so many of them now. I don't even remember. Oh yeah. Here we go. That would be this.
Red alert. All hands stand to battle stations.
And then they're gonna kick you. Well, I appreciate that, sir. I haven't played American Truck Simulator in some while, and I'm going to be going to Dallas for like a couple days, and we're also doing some camping this week with the whole fam. So I'm probably not going to have time to do it, but I would like to get back into it again. Tim Dog, what's up? I would say use your sound, but that was the copyrighted one. You gotta give me a new sound, man. Oh, you are? Yep, you're probably ahead of me. If we look at the Volanta map. I was a little late to the party here. There I am. I'm squawking 1200. I don't know if that's you, but there's a couple people. I took the long route. Digman is with us too. Mariner 9 or 8 is not. European Traveler is not. And there's some people taking the more direct route. So, but yeah, climb down 2,500. Yep, I got you. Yep, Tim Dog, you're a premium member, so it comes up with Tim Dog right there. I did talk to Orbex at their booth. They were like, "Oh, you didn't contact us for the marathon." I'm like, "Actually, I did." And then they're like, "Oh, well, let us know because," and like the whole thing though is I'm gonna need more pilots to pass out more gifts. All right, we're gonna do a fuel tank change here. St. Clair County is I don't know. It must be around there somewhere. Fuel pump off. Oh, you broke with a traffic mod? Why not just take the mod out? No. All right, JT Azevedo. Well, thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate you flying for them. I appreciate it, sir. I will be sending that thing out to you ASAP. Illinois. We are in Michigan. Michigan. Canadian border's out there, so we're going to be crossing into Canada. Man, I need to get this thing down here because this is not looking good with the clouds here. Okay, manifolds all the way up, which is not going to be needed. So let's keep it down there. Keep this back to 2,500. Because the pressure's going to go up as we descend. But yeah, Michigan. Tom Brady land. Tom Brady land. That's what I'll call it. Remember, I am on the East server, FS 2004. So remember that you could be my wingman anytime.
You are still dangerous. You can be my wingman anytime.
Bullshit. You can be mine.
I'm just saying. Well, you gotta get into this. You gotta get into this next. Well, you don't have to be a pilot. I'm not gonna force you to, but if you ever wanted to try flying, you could. It's up to you. Truck simulator though, you should do that. So as I was saying, last night I was up till 3 a.m. and I got back into scenery design for the simulator, only for our Virtual Safe Flight Club air show event. I was looking at who's outside my window there. But it's going okay. DigiDriver, what's up? DigiDriver, I was gonna send him a couple of pics. Where is this thing? Oh, let's talk about FS Expo first. So this is the Virtual Safe Flight Club FS Expo thing. So as you can see, Boozy Sheep was there with Jet Pilot Sentiment. November 8033, Foxtrot was there. And then there's a picture of all of us. This is my live streams. I stream live, except for the Wi-Fi going down here and there. I tried my best. I'm very familiar with this area because I grew up 50 minutes away from it. But we all like put in our photos here. One photo, well here we are. We're all at the booth there. That's my son Zach, everybody. That's me. That's Jet Pilot Statement. This is Nick Bresla. And this is Jeffrey B. and his wife. So it was a good time had by all. I have to save that photo too. Here's karaoke, which I'm not going to go into. But that was a great night as well. Steve Crow is also there. Here's the Virtual Safe Flying Club picture while we're at it. Any members there? Yep, that is true. That was crazy. So there we are. And then it was me live streaming. And then Austin Myers was there from X-Plane. He always is. But it's them at the bar. I didn't get to do that. I didn't get to do that. That was pre-merit. Alright, so I'll go to my Discord. So then we have a picture of all of us. Foxtrot knows, because Foxtrot took the picture. So after we did karaoke, we went to another place after for one more drink. And then Two-Toe Murphy was there. Foxtrot, Treetop Flyer, me, Jeffrey B. And this was a great picture. And thank you again to Foxtrot for sending that to me, because I didn't know if I was going to see that again or not. But I think we had a pretty good night. It was pretty good. So, yeah. So FS Expo was good. All right. Other than that, my return to scenery design. Yep, I actually literally stumbled into them. But thank you so much. It was good times. It was nice meeting you. Oh, cleared up. Look at that. Anywho, scenery design is the last thing I'm going to talk about before I really move on flying. We have the Virtual USA Flying Club Air Show. I'm flying a Hellcat. How am I going to do on that? I don't know. But this is what I was working on till 3 a.m. last night. Because we have an X-Plane version of this, so I went and delved into my skills I haven't used since, like, I don't know, 2012. And I came up with this so far. I'm trying to learn how to put in models into the simulator. What just happened there? I don't know. Because I'm trying to get a bleacher thing. And I kind of have one that's kind of like able to be used. I just can't get it into a model file for this. But we need some bleachers here. I put some people in there already. You can't see them because they're off the ground. But Virtual USA Flying Club Air Show, again, this Saturday, July 12th. What would have been my brother's birthday. So it's kind of, maybe I'll just put it in honor of him. But we have to fly all those flights there. And I'm actually going to Dallas to see his daughter, my niece, soon. So it's all good. It's all good. I would like to be more than 3,500 right now, but we're going to keep it here because I don't feel like climbing back up again. 23 inches, 25, and then we'll lean it out. Nope, we won't lean it out. Rich, then we'll lean it out. And we're looking pretty good now. Alright, let's look outside. We are right on the Michigan coast. Canada's over that way. Things are looking good. This will be, again, the livery I fly during my marathon events. Raising money for the Children's Cancer Research Fund through my participation in the Great Cycle Challenge. 1 month, one goal. We're going to fight kids' cancer. I'm going to bike 150 miles in September again. Don't donate yet, because if you donate during the event, you can be put in for the raffle for the Wilson Gear GNS 530 that they are graciously donating for a raffle. We also, if you fly it like a marathon, you can win some scenery from Any Builds and Jawicki Design. So it's going to be a good time, but it's a biking challenge that happens in September. Just tough for me because I go back to teach school then, but we make it happen. So it's called Great Cycle Challenge, hence why the livery looks like this. Find out more in my Discord, tinyurl.com/EricFlightDiscord, one word, all lowercase. We have a briefing, we have a registration, and you can fly one or both marathons. It's up to you. You can fly either marathon. It's all in the Google form that you sign up on. There are 2 pilots signed up now because I should start seeing registrations coming in now. We're about, 3 weeks out? So, but I've got other people saying they're going to make it for at least one leg. And if you can't make it for the marathon, if you want to fly with me, I'll still be on VATSIM and stuff, and also the East server. I haven't decided whether 2024 or not, but I'm kind of veering towards it. Because I've also got delivery in 2020, just in case. But it's been decent, 2024, so I might just heck it, and go for it. That's what I'm thinking. But we'll see. Alright, let's do a little quick check here. Suction's good. Multiple charging. Heading's looking great. Fuel's looking decent. We are on the left tank, just to remind myself. And we shall also be on guard on COM 2. So let's do that. And you know what that means. Alright, man. Well, you have a good time with that. Get a life. Thank you for coming out again. Appreciate it. We'll see ya. American Truck Simulator. When I start doing that, I'll you can join in on that. So I never did multiplayer. Have a good one, man. Just saying, we're flying over lots of water.
Are you not entertained? Are
It's
you
water.
not entertained? Is this not why you
Also,
were
my
here?
lights aren't on up there. Let's try that again. Alexa, turn on shelf LED lights. There we go. See, now I don't look as so dark. Alright, again, this is a Virtual Safe Flight Club event. Kind of happy it's in the afternoon. I want to do things. I gotta move more. My hips been killing me for like 2 weeks. It like comes and goes. But I also bought another pair of running shoes. I'm going to attempt as a 46-year-old to start jogging lightly again. And also riding a bike, obviously. But been slacking. So it's time to get out there again. Michigan coast over there. If you want to see where we are, I'll put the electronic flight bag on. We are near Sandusky. That might be Ohio at this point. Is there a Sandusky, Michigan? It might be, actually. I'm trying to find a road here. Keep thinking Sandusky, Ohio for Tommy Boy. I mean, Lingy. You know what I'm saying? If anyone knows that. We're going to fly into Canada. I'll probably just overfly it. If I did a landing, it'd take longer, and I'm already behind. So it looks like, is that some rain out there? It's just clouds. Okay. There's light coming through those clouds or something. See, that's like the rain's coming through. Oh, interesting. Oh, Canada. Coming for you. Coming for you. Oh, tried something different today with the kick chats, right? Yo, Derek Smith, Flex FM. Sorry if that was a while ago. I was trying to make my kick chat be on the right now. thinks he gets buried by this one though, so I have to, because I always miss kick chat. But I appreciate coming out, sir. Thank you for coming out. As we are in the British Museum flag. We'll flag to Canada first. We'll flag to Tobermory, if I'm pronouncing that right. And then we're going to go right to Mackinac Island, which is an interesting one. Yes, Air Canada traffic there. Air Portugal looks like. Let's see if we can see those. I don't see them. Oh, wait. Air that Air Canada? No, Air Portugal. It's one of those. I don't know what the EVA is. I have till tomorrow to decide on that CDU I was all about with at FS Expo. The $450 sounds like a lot still. That's the 2 panels though. I'm probably not gonna get it though. I'm just gonna put them off on it. So, over the deep blue. Well, almost Canada. Switch over right about a minute. Alright, so we got Belmonte. See where we're at here. They want like bullet or anything, but good fixins coming up behind in the Kodiak. Looks like this guy actually did a landing there. Could be the Tomahawk. I don't know. PA-30, is that the Tomahawk? That was on sale for just right. I got it. That's why won't we pick up the Air Korea CDU unit? That was really nice. There'll be more time. I gotta lots of going on. Just booked the hotel and the car from Dallas, so you can't get around Dallas without a car. Unless you need Uber, that gets expensive. So going down there for a couple of days and coming back. I'm gonna see my old college roommate again. He's coming up from San Antonio. Hopefully see my brother's and I's friend who was with them at the end because I couldn't be there because of COVID. So, but she was nice enough to get all the video stuff going on. It was a crappy time. I'd rather not talk about it. Gonna move on from that. But yeah, we're gonna be having a good time now this time. How's that? Cans everywhere. Doing that scene last night. But yeah, if you want to tune in on July 12th, it's on the Jeffrey B channel on Twitch. That will have the official. I'll type that in right now to chat. If you haven't followed Jeffrey B, by the way, you should. I don't know what you're waiting for. The man is a legend. Also, might add, I got to meet him in person too. To meet in person finally after years of knowing each other online. It was a good time. He's a funny guy. Kind of knew that would be the case. He's my type of guy. That's what I'm saying. Alright, we're about to cross into Canada here. Do a quick flyover, then go to Mackinac Island. We'll be entering that manually to the 530. I have another minute until Canada. As Michigan goes away in the distance. I'm gonna give Foxtrot a shout out too. I think I got that right, unless there's a hyphen. No, I didn't get it right. Yeah, there's a hyphen. Give me a second. No, I got it. Oh, there you go. See it switched right. Let's check out Foxtrot. Always entertaining stream, West Coast streamer, because when I get done late at night, I usually see him on there. Long treetop flyer. And who else did I see? Pat. Digi-Driver. I didn't give you a shout. Digi-Driver. Who else inspired me to at least try one scene? Check out Digi-Driver. Scenery creator. quite similar. So, and Tim Dog, you're gonna get a shot. Tim. Tim Dog. Sure. Close goes through that. Dude, it's not like it seems a lot like Prepared was, but like the tools have changed. Except for Model Converter X. I did see that, and I did try exporting a model from Collada with that too, and I just couldn't figure it out again. It's been a long time. Tim Dog, it's not having a shout out to you. What's up with that? I'm sure I got it right. Tim Dog. Oh, I put 35. 53. Get that backwards. Hey. And my friend JT Azevedo, who subscribed for the second time. Also thanks to Good Fixins as well. It's all good. Running around fuel. Burning on the left there. Could make it burn a little more. We just crossed the canyon. I don't know if I can see you back there. Keep looking. You are back there. I don't know if that actually is that you right there? 9,500 feet. I don't know. Oh, what was that button pressed? That just made me go back to start there. I kind of missed my avatar beam. Here's the way of changing that. Well, I'll keep an eye out for you. Probably will. What? What's that thing do? True airspeed. It's gonna do what? 160 easy. That's gonna be easy. Yeah, 200. I'm at 137 for true airspeed. It's gonna make that marathon truly a marathon. Let's put it that way. But I am hooked on the Arrow 3 because I fly it in real life. What else was that? 228. I got 151. Yep. I'm pushing it and I'm getting 151. But alright, I'm going to change our altitude as we get to Mackinac as well. Fly over Canada off our right over there. And, no. I was thinking Stephen Hayes. He's actually a little more in, I think. Could be wrong on that. I think he's right near, like, Detroit. Oh, he's more south. That's where he is. He told me to go there because I went with my guy friends for a wedding party, if you will. Toronto. That was that last summer or was that 2 summers? I think it was 2 summers. It will be 2 summers. I like these afternoon events sometimes, especially on the weekend. Yeah, I gotta get out next time. It's not that I've gained weight. It's just I'm starting to feel my age more and more as we go. So I gotta start working out. You know what I'm saying? I won't be hitting the weights. Just although we are turning part of the downstairs into a weight room, exercise room for both kids. So Zach wants to hit the weights, so he's got the height. You saw him. Fix it. That's what I'm talking to. So. Remember, he was the guy. Got to cultivate mass. I might. You know, back in my day, I did play high school hockey. I was a little more built back then. Yeah, really, huh? Or at least for the just do it for 5 minutes where you act funny and then, jeez. We tried going backpacking last week because we were trying to get out there, and we got everything ready the night before. I got the beer container with the food and everything, and then like we woke up the next morning because I was gonna drive up to New Hampshire. It would take like 3-4 hours at most, and his backpack just wasn't working for him. And I thought we had it all figured out, so I was like, dude, this is like flying. We're just gonna call it off, and I'm gonna backpack after we get back from Dallas. But I did make sure that bag was adjusted, and that we even went and made fools of ourselves by hiking the roads of my neighborhood with trekking poles, just so we got an idea. Because I'm kind of teaching him everything, and myself I'm going over in my head, because I've never backpacked before. I've camped. I haven't really backpacked before. So we'll be camping this week with the whole family, including my wife. It's going to be awesome. I never thought she'd camp with us ever in her life. She said she would never sleep in a tent, but she changed her mind, so we'll see what happens. It's only 15 minutes away from my house, so she'll be able to drive back for glamping. You know, it's an 8-person tent. It's pretty big. Has some room in there. Bring some board games. Maybe bring the bikes if we have room. I don't think we'll have room, but we'll see. So, yeah, dude, he's like wicked tall. So I had him carrying the beer container. If you don't know what that is, it's a container that bears can get your food out of. It's better than hanging up a bag, because you know other animals can get in the bag, and some bears can get in the bag if they're like. I don't think we're gonna run into a bear. It'd be a black bear if anything in New Hampshire, but you never know. So he was gonna hold that container. I was bringing the tent. It's about the same. It's about 7 pounds on each one, because we overplanned our food, but just didn't get the chance, man. We'll get there. You know, one thing I didn't know, how expensive the freeze-dried food is for camping. It was like amazingly. It was like for like a breakfast. It's what I'm talking about is these freeze-dried bags, and then you boil water, you put it in there, you let it sit for 5 minutes, and then you eat. They're like 10 to 13 bucks a meal. So, kept those for when we go backpacking. I couldn't believe how much they cost. If you're wondering, that is Kincardine, if I'm pronouncing that right. Canada, off our right wing out there. This is obviously modeled after the National Lampoon's Family Truckster, by the way. I got inspired, and I got a little.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
A little crazy. Yeah, that's where we are. Someone just passed 5,400 feet above me over there. Have them on ADS-B. And also see them. I don't know if that's real life traffic or someone's sim. I think it's real life traffic. That's all controlled by Microsoft right there. Oof. Yeah, I'm excited. Real Sim Gear, I gotta do a write-up for them. They're gonna send it out in the newsletter, hopefully. And then we need more pilots, though. The more the merrier, especially streamers, so that you can spread the message across. So, the 5th annual Eric White Marathon fundraiser, the Children's Cancer Research Fund. We got 26, almost and a half minutes till overflying Canada, and we're going, excuse me, back to Detroit. Oh, not Detroit, sorry, Michigan. Hello. How's our fuel? Decent. I'll probably switch to the right now, though. Alright, fuel pump on. Switch to the right. And fuel pump off. Just Flight was at Flight Sim Expo, by the way. And they were talking about all the aircraft they have, but these are probably the best Warriors and Arrows you're going to get when So Flight Simulators and Just Flight ones. I have the Coronado Archer, too. I have, like, I think I have all the aircraft I fly in real life. 152, 172, Arrow, Archer, and Warrior. Yeah, so I have all the aircraft I can fly in real life from the flight school. I haven't flown the Cirrus in a while. Just the default aircraft didn't really hit it off for me in 2024. I miss the mods. Seriously, yeah, I need a command. Seriously, if you want that on a T-shirt, you go to the Airflight Aviation Design Store. That was a good lead-in. Digi, I salute you. I salute you. Although we're not about to die. We're not about to die.
Salute you.
Know it. You know it. Alright. We've seen nothing but water for about half an hour now. I'd like to be a little higher in real life myself so that we have more time to try to move the coast. Do our best. Oh god, man, that was coming. Hope you're still wearing that shirt. I wasn't selling a lot. I still want to get one for myself. Well, my designs are saved, but I've been paring down what's not selling, then I'm actually going to go there and put more products on the Airflight Aviation Design Store. I think it's a classic one. Oh, I got ya. But I wanted the longer one, Tim Dog. Oh, good. Well, you know. We'll get there someday, my friend. It's okay. It is a great thing. I will say one thing I learned, though. Friday, kind of dead. Like, literally, you could just... Oh, it's you know, it is what it is. I like seeing the coast and stuff. I think the graphics on the water are awesome. You know. The only time I've flown over water in real life is like when I go to Nantucket or Block Island, because that doesn't take that long a month of opinion. But I like flying over water in real life. It's kind of fun to see the boats. You know what I always like seeing? The ferries below. And then you're like, oh look, I could just fly there myself. I don't have to wait and pay for a ferry. I don't know why, but I feel so like just huge of that. Alright. Still on our way. More water to come in Canada. This is Lake Huron right here. You'll make it one day, my friend. Yeah, very good. That was good. That was good, Digi. That was a good one. I still have the Bon Jovi thing. Now that I can sing again, I blew up my voice. Just didn't drink. I didn't drink hardly any water. That's the problem. You gotta hydrate when you do karaoke, especially if you're hitting high notes. But yeah, we'll meet sometime, my friend. Minneapolis. I was looking at my if I'm staying with the same job. I get out like on my birthday if there's no snow days, so that's June 10th. So it'd be a quick shuffle over there if I can even make it happen, because again, family, kids, kind of goes in there. But I don't know. We'll have to see. I need to ramp up some extra income outside the job, so. But yeah. All right, Minneapolis. Yep. Am I yapping too much? Minneapolis?
What the hell am I looking at? When does this happen in the movie? Now.
Inspired by the shirt today.
Everything that happens now is happening now. What happened then? That's when it's happening. We're down.
Okay.
Go back
just
to
checking.
then. Now. Now. Why? When? Just.
When?
Then
Well,
be
then
now.
be now. Soon.
How soon?
Oh, I forgot I left that all in there. I love Spaceballs. I'm so glad that they're potentially going to make a Spaceballs too. The problem is that the first one's so classic that I don't want the second one to suck, but Mel Brooks is getting old. He's in his 90s, so we'll have to see if he can pull this off. And we're kind of in a different environment for sensitivity in movies. Like, you can get away with a lot in the 80s, you know? We'll see. Excuse me. Definitely in the water now. You can hardly see anything. Just Canada over there. That's just my tablet giving me notification. Yeah, it's been a pretty nice flight. Not too much turbulence or anything like that. Nope, someone's meowing on guard. Someone just meowed on guard, everybody.
You're on guard, Whip.
Meow. Don't know if you heard that. You should have. So, I haven't heard it anybody because they're probably on, well, not anymore. That's what they do in real life. Good fix-its. I haven't seen you fly by either. There's a wet jet. WestJet. I said wet jet. There's a wet jet mop. No, WestJet right above us right there. I don't know. One time I was flying and it got kind of like abusive the way they were just meowing on that thing. There's like 5 meows. You are? Right above? You're not the WestJet. Feels good to stream again. Thankful it's in the afternoon so we still can have some daylight. And FS Expo's over. I gotta take that whole timer thing off. So we'll figure that out later on today. I think I'm gonna give the scenery thing a break for today. Just WestJet. You are, you're like right behind me. You would think that I would be able to see you. You're still on VATSIM. Yeah. I'm looking for you. I don't know, I feel like in 2024, sometimes it doesn't show the VATSIM multiplayer. That's the way I feel. Nice dissolve. No, for the sun. Are you above the clouds? 'Cause I don't know what the top scores are. I tried 5500 and I was going right into it. There's a lot of people at Charlie November Romeo 4. You don't have that many? This is live weather. At least it should be. This is real time. Live weather, custom, live weather's on. Yeah. Oh, what does it say on Skype? They gotta fix this whole 2020 scenery compatibility ATIS though, because it works at some airports but not others. It's kind of clear. Sorry about my sniffles. I don't know if that's all. Sniffles. Oh. It's always when I'm streaming. I swear I'm allergic to something in this office. Alright, I'll be right back. I got a below the nose. This sucks. Otto! Take over. If I could ever find you. There you are. Be right back. And we're back. Man, this is taking forever. Just saying. But anyways, Again, we are having the 5th annual marathon for charity. It's going to be awesome. We're flying across Canada on July 27th, and then we're going to be going across America from Vermont to Santa Monica, California. I want to do a little promo. We're getting closer, so I have to kind of keep pushing this, so I appreciate your patience. Wrong one! Oh my lord. Here we go.
This summer, the sky becomes our highway, and hope becomes our destination. Join Eric Flight as he embarks on 2 epic flight simulation marathons, raising funds for children battling cancer through the Great Cycle Challenge. First, a journey across Canada from the Pacific coast of British Columbia to the historic city of Quebec. Then 1 week later, from Vermont's Green Mountains to the sunlit shores of Santa Monica. Every mile flown helps fund life-saving research through the Children's Cancer Research Fund. Fly with us, watch the journey, donate if you can. Together, we can give kids a brighter tomorrow.
July 27th, go to my Discord, tinyurl.com/EricFlightDiscord, all one word. You'll have a briefing, and if you want to register, actually fly like a marathon, you can. Has a whole route, what to look for, this and that, but, you know, it's funny, because, like, I like doing the marathons, but then I get so nervous, like, the night before. It's not, like, I think it's more over the streaming aspect of it, to be honest with you. But I've already been working on the setup for that. I think I want to film a little bit more promos, but I'm going to be using the promos from last year too. But they're pretty good. Pretty good. So, alright, we're still over the water, so if you want, I'll show you one of those promos. But don't donate today. Wait till the event, because then you are entered into the raffle for a Wilson Gear GNS 530. Here's my serious one. There's a spirit of giving that brings us together. Today, we're here to support a cause that touches all of us deeply, the fight against childhood cancer. Every year, thousands of children and their families are affected by cancer. The Children's Cancer Research Fund is dedicated to finding better treatments and ultimately a cure for this devastating disease. Your donations are critical. They fund groundbreaking research, provide resources for families, and support clinical trials that give hope to young patients battling cancer. By donating to the Children's Cancer Research Fund, you're not just giving money, you're giving hope, strength, and a future to children and families in need. Join us in the fight against childhood cancer. Your generosity today means a brighter, healthier tomorrow for countless children. Visit tinyurl.com/donatefly to learn more and make a donation. Together, we can make a difference.
The sky becomes
So,
our
and
hope becomes our destination.
I left something on. Give me a second. I gotta
Join
get used
Eric
to that
Flight
again, too.
as he embarks on 2 epic flight
Man.
simulation marathons, raising funds for children battling
I will
cancer.
turn that off. I'm so sorry.
Challenge.
There we go. Come on, turn off. Okay. But yeah, I gotta make a couple more of those videos. Some funny ones. So maybe one more serious one. We'll see. I don't know. That's me on my e-bike at Block Island. So, but we're still in the middle of work. Our Canadian waypoint's coming up ahead. And the weather's pretty decent right now. Good fixing should be in front of me right now. Super serious. I am super serious about this. But dude, I don't know how you do custom models and scenery design. I'm still trying to figure that all out. So, at Blender, I imported it. I tried exporting it. I'm having errors with the plugin to export stuff out on. It's going. I just need a bleachers. I need bleachers, and I need to get some camping. You know those little, like, how am I gonna say it? You know, like you go to like a craft fair and it's outdoors, and they have like the tents over. So yeah, I got you on that, man, because it takes a lot of concentration. A lot of it came back. I need bleachers that look like this because, and I don't know if you could send me a library of that. I'll show you what I need. How's that? Seeing that we're still over the water here. But I got your private message. So I'll look at that in a second. Here's what the X-plane scenery looks like right here. So that I got taken care of. I need these little tent things and bleachers that look like that. Yeah, I like them to look like decent. Porta potties are in the simulator, so that's fine. And I did the traffic cones, that's in the simulator. But I don't have a model for that or this. The sign's already in there, so. And I think after, oh, and a food truck. I need a food truck. I can do planes and RVs unless you want to give me a couple of RV. But tents and planes I got. Picnic table. I think I need a picnic table too. So picnic table, these tent things, a food truck, and bleachers. And then I think I'll be pretty good because that's the X-plane version. I'll use that food truck twice there. Oh, and I need to make this grandstand, which I haven't been able to do that too. Are they? Because I haven't gotten that far yet. Actually, I did write that down. Libraries to use. And I tried using the Microsoft base one. It has plastic chairs. I'm going to do a couple of those too. And I have another library for people. Actually, picnic tables I have in the Emerald something library. There's also more tents and campers there, but I have to tell people to get those from FlightSim.to if we're going to do that, or else they won't see it. But the basics that I have done, I have these cones, I have a couple people, and I have the apron graphics and the Virtuoso Flying Club graphics. Like, that's done. I felt pretty good about that, Digi. And the polygons worked, so. So the bleachers are like a two set of bleachers. It's like, I mean, I don't care. Then I got to put people sitting on them, which I'll do that with the 3D people, I guess. But also that little tower there, that's supposed to be the judge's tower. Let me show you again. Right here. I need to come up with something for that. And I would model, but I don't think I'm have enough time because I gave myself a deadline on Monday, which is my anniversary, so I will be going out and worrying about that more. So, but it looks fine the way it is. It looks a lot better now than what it was. So I'm happy. But if I just got bleachers in there, some tents in the food truck, and the picnic tables, I think that's all I need, to be honest with you. Oh, and the judges thing, if I can make that happen too. It's a little thing there. I see that he used like an airport stair to get up there, which is fine. But the problem is that if I think I can model that in Blender if I really worked at it, but the problem is I can't export it. I can't export it to a model file. I'm going nuts on that. Anyways, Tobermory, Ontario, out there in the distance, and that's where we're going to take a left and hit the Mackinac Island. How are we doing on fuel again? We're burning the right. Looks like we should switch to the left, so fuel pump on. Switch to the left. And fuel pump off. Fuel pressure still holding. Yep. Oh, my newest short that I uploaded to the Eric Flight YouTube channel, by the way, is Nick Resla and I flying in the Arrow. It's actually him flying because I was taking pictures. But he's doing this landing at Groton, so I'm going to show you that too. Just to show you the last time I flew with the Arrow. That's us landing at Groton, Connecticut, everybody. In the Piper Arrow, which is what we're flying today. This is an Arrow 2 though. So it's a little slower, and it doesn't have 3 propeller planes it goes to. Went there for some food. Took the courtesy car out. About 2 hours of flying that day. Yeah, he did really good on that. He did really good on the landings. I'm going to take July off, and then hopefully I'll be flying in August, maybe once or twice. And then from there, I'm going to just see where we end up. So, but I did get reinsured and everything too, because I noticed that seeing that I didn't fly for the longest time, that I didn't have insurance since April. But that, see, I don't feel like buying it until that first flight where I need it. So I was actually buying it right before I went to the airport to get my 3 landings in. So it's a $5,000 deductible if you were to do something with the plane. So you owe the school $5,000 if there's a problem. And then the insurance would take care of that because that's part of the insurance. But insurance was like $200 for the year for renting. It wasn't that bad. When I first started, I was like $150, but I upped the rates for like insurance for like people and property damage. So I carry enough to go to Canada, but I'd have to get my 3rd class medical instead of basic med, which I don't feel like doing that. So but I figured that would be better, seeing that I do fly other people. So I would like to make more supplementary income for that stuff, especially if I'm going to have any chance of going to Minneapolis next year. My wife's not too keen on that, so I might not go. Again, I'm shocked that she's going to go camping with us this week, which is going to be hopefully a great thing. So. And it's only 15 minutes away from home, so. But it's a nice campground. It's a state. So for a Massachusetts resident, I think it's like $14 a day. And you have to reserve it online, so they hit you with a little online fee. And then you have to buy the firewood there, $7 a bundle. They don't allow you to take in wood from other places. So. Just to make sure they don't get invasive species and bugs and stuff like that. Alright, we'll get this ready to go. We're going to go into our destination after this. Kilo Charlie. Kilo Mike, Charlie Delta. I didn't sleep much last night after I got that scenery done. Yeah, coffee's been keeping me awake. So. I also have to cut the yard this week, so I have to get up before. That's how I save money for everything else, though. If anyone wants to know, I try to do what I can to keep costs down. Solar panels I installed myself, they're still up. They're still doing well. I think we're coming up on $200 of energy that they produced. So, are they? Cool. And thanks for coming out, Nick. Hey, was this your first event with us? I think it was. We met you at FS Expo. Am I right? Is that you? So, it's gonna be a good time. But we met a lot of people. We talked to a lot of people. I was, yeah, exactly. Yep, I remember. But I liked meeting a lot of people that had no clue about us and like were interested, like Nick himself there, at joining the Virtuoso Flying Club. So St. Paul, Minneapolis. Yep, yep. Next year it is. I have to see because I teach till the 10th as of now on the schedule I'm currently on. So I'd have to bust it out of there and see what happens. But well, welcome to the club, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's not much pressure on this one. There's really not a lot of pressure on any of them. A lot of people just get caught up in the VAT sim thing. Oh, from Minneapolis? Oh, okay. See, that was me, like in Providence. I live like 20 minutes away from Providence. So that was us this year. Let me tell you, that's a pretty sweet deal when that happens. I did have to pay $15 a day for the parking garage, but I didn't have to pay for a room. So that's awesome. You're gonna like it then. You're gonna like it if you're going next year. So, all right, we're about to fly over Tobermory, Tobermory, Ontario. And I just heard something. That's okay. I'm hearing things now, everybody. I like the ability to drive in. That was my first in-person FS Expo. But I almost feel like, oh, there's the airport. I almost feel like I should go just as a member of the Virtuoso Flying Club. I'm usually a media partner as well. With being a media partner in that live stream, the Wi-Fi I thought was going to do better. I thought the Wi-Fi would hold better, but people were having trouble. Not just me. Because I use my phone, which has Wi-Fi on it. I have the GoPro hook up through the Wi-Fi and then sent it to a server to my house for OBS. So I thought it was going to be fine. Here we go. There's Tobermory. That is freeware. Scenery, not much to it. Now we're going to go to Mackinac Island, which is our final destination. I'm going to enter that in now. And we're also going to climb to 4,500, seeing that we're going to be going west. So let's do that now. Vertical speed. To about 500. That's going to be okay with the power we have right now. Yeah. Catching a little bit of wind there. Oh, was it? Yeah, that's what I think, because like my phone was doing fine. It would disconnect with my server. I agree with that. I think that's exactly what happened. But thank God for standby screens. That's the only thing I could do. So, was it? Yeah, I'm a little bit late to the party, Nick, so I'm gonna keep going here. Yeah, that looks like a nice little airport there. In real life, you touch the ground there, you'd have to pass customs, though. Yeah, no, well, it definitely. If the thing is, if they provide Wi-Fi, though, it should be enough to hold a convention. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what they would have to do. If your whole thing is a convention center, it should have enough infrastructure for all of that. And I am an FSA member too, but I only checked that a little bit. So, but it was cool. One booth took a picture with me. Who was that? They were really nice. They gave my son a little, like, it was almost like a fidget thing, but it was like 2 buttons, had the master caution that would light up red. Maybe. But I don't, well, maybe it was. Maybe they get a choice on that when they book it. But yeah, they need to do better on that then. That was the thing. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. What I learned at FS Expo is the Friday, you could probably skip Friday and just watch the free stream online. 'Cause that's all it is. It's just them presenting stuff. And even though I was there, it wasn't boring, but it wasn't like you had to be there. That's what I'm saying on the Friday. Saturday and Sunday, though, the best thing is meeting people. And I'm gonna be honest with you right now, and going around and seeing all the products and stuff. So, and having the Virtual USA Flying Club is actually people to meet. You get what I'm saying? So, that was cool. Like I already met Jet Pilot Cinnamon and Nick Resla. Those 2 guys that are, you know, Nick Resla's kind of local. He's right outside Boston. Jet Pilot Cinnamon, the founder, I actually flew out to the Hudson with him, but I got to see about his wedding in October. I got invited to his wedding as well, so I have to see about the logistics on that. Dallas was a little cheaper than I thought it was going to be, because I booked the flight first, and I booked that like beginning of June, and then I waited till like yesterday to book the hotel and the rental car, and I thought it was going to be like an easy $1,000 for the hotel and the rental car, but we're only going for like 2 nights, so no, 3 nights. We arrive on a Wednesday and we leave on Saturday, but late on Saturday. Get back at like 10 p.m. here, and they're an hour behind us. So, but I don't know. I look at things differently seeing that I fly, because like I make the extra money and then I go, oh, it's like a $400 like bill for flying. Oh, well, I have that because I budget everything. But that's why the flying in real life has slowed down, because I don't make as much as I did in COVID. I was making 800 to 1,000 just on that a month, and it was like I was flying like 3 times a month. It was during COVID, so that kind of sucked too, because I try to keep my distance here and there from my family, and also not interacting with many people. But it was a good time to fly. Like everyone was home and watching the videos, I guess, but my viewership's dropped like half on that channel. It's not the Eric Flint channel. Although we are trying to monetize the Eric Flint channel, so push that subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Also, these wristbands, they did work. I got a lot of them. I only wanted to buy 100, but they gave you 200 for free. So again, I gotta get these out. Digi, I gotta get you a little package. And JT has a Vader, yours is over there. I just have to mail it out. But these things are awesome. I recommend these. Everyone else is passing out like laminated cards or business cards, and I'm like, here, just wear my channel on there. So I have a lot of these still. and I'll just save them. I didn't even get to the keychains I've had for a while. But Digi, I'll try to send one to you. I don't have your address anymore, so you'd have to send me your address in the PM. I didn't even read your PM, which I'm not going to read online, but I will take a look at it now too as well. Maybe I should just... No, Blender does import Collada files. It does. And I had Blender 2 MSFS. I have a Blender 3 point something. Yeah, I kept it at 3 because I knew about that. All right, well, awesome. We're on our way. We're taking an hour though, but we're trying our best. Did you get to talk to anybody? Hear any ATC on the Unicom? We're heading back to America, everybody. We're heading back to America. Reaching out around the world. We're coming to America. There we go. Right through the military operation area there. There's Mackinac. A little bit of rain. I'm not worried about that. That's the way it was in the Piper Arrow when Nick Reslin and I were flying for real. It's all rain over Providence. You had to study the weather that day. Let's put it that way. Yeah, what did I say? Now I forgot what I said. No, yeah, did you hear anybody, Nick? Oh, there you go. That sounds like Slant Alpha. Sounds like Slant Alpha right there. So let me check out Volanta. But yeah, we're kind of getting there. I think that's Slant Alpha. It sounded just like him. There's not one of us. Those are us, I think. There's Good Fixins, friend, so he's green. Yeah, so they're all hovering around Mackinac. Yep, I got you. I was a little late to the party, like I said. I'm trying my best. And I think November 5 Foxtrot Lima's with us too. I could be wrong on that. Oh, I should probably enter a destination because it tracks all my flights. Orbex was excited to hear that I still use Volanta. I like it. I know there's another one out there called GT Azevedo. Turned me on to it. I haven't really used it yet. I got it installed though. What's it called? There it is. Elevatex. Elevatex. Which is kind of the same type of thing as Volanta. But I'm just kind of used to the Orbex Volanta one. So lots of water. Lots of water. There you go. Alpha 1, make it so. Is that the command?
Gotta make it so.
That's just my tablet. Number 1, make it so. Make it so. Buckle up, because we're going to be over water for a while. Let's get Jarvis in. No for the win. Thank you for following me on Twitch.
Importing all preferences from home interface.
And Jarvis is fully loaded.
Importing all preferences from
as
home
we fly
interface.
over the water here.
Systems are now fully operational.
So when we see Mackinac Island, this is what I'm going to be thinking. Oh, my tablet's getting more notifications.
Unleash hell.
That's it. We're going to unleash hell on that runway. We're going to get down there. Lot of water. Lot of water. Still in Canada. This feels like 80s exercise music. And left, and right, and left.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
It is. I guess I gotta take out some graphics here for the FS Expo graphics have to go away. We did a lot as a media partner. And then what really sucked for me at FS Expo is on Friday, I was an exhibitor with the British USA Flying Club as well, but they didn't say it on my pass. So Parallel 42 on Friday, this was the best part about Friday other than meeting people. They had an exhibitor's lounge, and if you went there on Friday, that place was stocked, dude. They had like full out sodas, they had like cookies galore. Now I didn't have anything, but my son wanted stuff. So I went there, and they had a guy, I think it was a guy still, doing security on that, but like no one was there on Friday for security. So I went in there and I like talked to the guys. Like, oh, are we allowed to like go in here? Because obviously we're setting up the British USA Flying Club. I didn't set up much. They're like, oh yeah, take what you want. So my son like took all this stuff. And then on Saturday I thought, oh well, that'll be cool because it says virtual. I put British USA Flying Club still on my badge, even though it said media partner. So I went there. I was like, I know it says media partner, but I'm with the British USA Flying Club there. I was wondering if I could just get a coffee. And he's like, oh no, can't. Cause it has to say exhibit. Like I was giving very clear. So like I went and got the say intentions free coffee in the lobby, but like I don't know. It got really confusing because on Friday it was no problem. On Saturday and Sunday it would have been a problem. I didn't even try after that. But then at the media booth where we could interview people, they had cookies and stuff there. So it was like I don't know. So. And I was added on as exhibitor like 2 weeks before, I think, or 3 weeks before, by the British USA Flying Club, so they couldn't put that on my badge. But it is what it is. Now I'm going to keep that badge as memorabilia too, by the way. It was quite interesting. The free coffee, though, I needed that every morning because I especially on, I think it was Saturday, I was kind of rushing a little bit. No, Sunday I was rushing a little bit, and I didn't get to make good coffee. And it wasn't bad coffee, to be honest with you. So, let's check our fuel situation. We're on the left here. I'm going to switch to the right, fuel pump on. Switch to the right, checking the fuel pressure. Fuel pump off, fuel pressure is holding. Check everything else, suction's good. Alternator's charging. Everything looks decent, still 4,500. Monitoring guard and comp 2. Guard. Reminds me of Pirates. But we're not flying the RNAV. Stop it. We're not flying the RNAV.
Fly the RNAV, mating. Fly the RNAV, mating.
Stop it. Alright, I've seen that name before, so I'm wondering if that's someone we're gonna see there. I'll lay off the commands. I just get Slant Alpha looks to be right behind me. Don't know if I can see him or not. Didn't really hear him. I don't know if you can hear those sound glitches, but that's what I'm getting. And it seems to be the laptop in 2024, because it doesn't happen in 2020. So I don't know what's up with that. I think it's because I have to use the NVIDIA driver to go through the HD60 they're streaming. So there's no option on that to have the audio not through HDMI. It is what it is. Not too annoying. But hopefully they fix the VRAM issue. Because this thing is using VRAM like no tomorrow. And I have 24 gigs of it, but now it's only using 57 complex. But if you're in a dense scenery or city, I'm pulling 70 to 80 frames because of the water. Almost 90. And that's with the frame jet on. This thing will slow down over like really dense areas like Manhattan and stuff. Go down to like 14. And it like gives you a warning about VRAM usage. So I'm hoping that's one of the things to optimize somehow. What's Service Update 3? I'm not running the betas because this has been pretty, I'm gonna say pretty solid for me. So we'll have to see. Digi, you still with me? Do you have like a master library of stuff that you've created? Is that how you do it? And you just have that library? But then you have to edit the scenery, right? 'Cause that's the other thing. I'm thinking about model libraries, but I guess that would just be a model library. So when you compile the scenery, which is what I'm going to do a test run on tomorrow, it should include all that scenery that you make, right? Yeah. But like when you compile it to the BGLs and all that on the manifest, the JSON files, if you will. Yeah, exactly. But how do you include that library of stuff? Like, is that just when it compiles, or do you actually have to physically put in that? Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, so it's in the scenery then. And then if you wanted to, you'd do a library that only for you because you worked that hard on the model. It's just, I've been watching videos on how to do it. The one guy that got me really well at the beginning, he does everything outside with just the sample, and then he edits the XML files. And that made sense because like I do as much work as I can outside the sim. So when I tried setting it up within the sim, it got really confusing. And then when I did all that, it made it a lot easier. I don't know, it's my program in the background. But I just can't get models and created models into the scene, the sim. I gotta work on that. I got the polygon thing. I know that there's a way of like doing graphics in a different way. That polygon thing was kind of tricky too, because you'd rotate the graphic, but it was like a big, so I didn't like put graphics together. I just kind of did separate, so on time crunch. But I had to rotate it, and then I had to like drag the corners of the polygon to make it, and then I had to like rotate it more. But I got it where it needed to be. I had to do 4 different polygons around the airport flow for Juicy Flame graphics. So, I mean, it brought back a lot of stuff. So I was doing like scenery for Boston, and I was all freeware. So I was putting in like the tallest buildings in Boston to FSX and prepared. But I remember even doing the night lighting. Like I haven't even touched that, but seeing that's a daytime event, I don't think we're gonna need night lighting. It's on like you know, bleachers, you know, so you don't really need that. No big buildings really needed. The food truck, I'm tempted just to, seeing that we're not making money on this, and I'm not going to release it except for Juicy Flying Club numbers, just for your show. I'm thinking about just going to Trimble 3D Warehouse and seeing if I can get anyone to provide them. See, those you download as Collada files, import them into Blender, and then you export them out. I just can't get it exported out. I had a bleacher file just to see if I could do it, because I didn't want to model one right away. I wanted to see if I could export it out to
Flight Sim, and I just couldn't get it going. I got a GLTF file, but it's something messed up in the whole translation of it. Going over, it has no clue. You can't find it at all in the objects model lib directory after I export it. So yeah, it's weird. Sushi, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for coming up to the stream. I'm gonna switch to a regular Diet Coke can now. With my bad hip on my right. It's funny because I could walk, I could carry my backpack. It weighed like 40 pounds, so I did what most people say is the normal backpacker beginning problems. Carrying too much, but I don't know, it's a pilot in me for redundancy. So I had like 2 flashlights, 2 headlamps. I gotta learn to just trust it. Sushi, what's going on? Oh! And how's the chair doing, my friend? Kinda jealous. Won't lie. Kinda jealous. So, you got it home okay, I guess, then. Well, welcome to the broadcast, my friend. Loved including you in the live stream. Very comfy. Yeah, I bet it is. I'm still in my... You can't see it because I'm doing a virtual green screen, but it's right here. So, kind of jealous, but I'm glad you won it, man. I'm glad a lot of you youngins won the chairs, because... How'd you get that home? Dad put it in the back of the car or something? Are you local? Because I lived like 20-25 minutes away from Providence, so... I was all about it. I was like, if I win one, we're good. So, there you go. But that was very nice of them. And I gave them props for that on stream, a honeycomb. But you should be in the Saturday video towards the end. It's archived on my YouTube, so feel free to try to check that out, because you actually had good, oh, there you go. All right, you don't mention a town or anything, but yeah. So you're local like I am. I actually grew up in Lincoln over there, 15 minutes north of Providence, so that was my old stomping grounds back in the day. We still have about 41 minutes to go here to Mackinac Island as part of the Virtual USA Flying Club event here, and we've just been flying over Lake Huron, but we're about to make it back to America. I don't think they thought out that raffle that much. They just put like sheets of paper out, so it was interesting. Everyone just put their name on there, did all that. Well, I'm glad that it's comfortable. That's a big thing for someone your age. That's a pretty nice gaming chair too, to be honest with you. So, all right, anyways, let's check out my electronic flight bag. Great Duck Island, must be ducks there, is right off our right over there, as you can see. And we're about to cross the Ontario-Michigan border over here, over the water. So we can make our way to Mackinac Island. I do appreciate everyone that supports the channel, whether you're just watching or dropping some donos. Because, man, I would love to get that Air Korea CDU someday. I'm really tempted to just push the button. Because I have money saved up, it's just I don't want to touch it. Then I wouldn't have to dial in the FMC on the 737, and I could get the Airbus going on. We'll see. All right. Well, it's water, 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 and more water. That's my tablet notifications. Again, sorry about that. But, yeah.
Banana, Bonanza 296, hold short 17 at Bravo, waiting up release.
Hold short of 17, you just call me a banana?
No sir, you
she
did
called
not hear
him
that
a banana,
correctly.
even though he's a bonanza. She called him a banana. Yep. 39 minutes, more water to go. Duck Island, do we see any ducks out there? Thanks for coming out, though. Appreciate that, my young friend. Oh. My real world job is to teach people like you, your age level. I do it all. I teach music, so I teach grades 4 through 12. And I also did kindergarten this past year, which was pretty fun, to be honest with you. So do it all. Out there is Meldrum Bay, Ontario. And Cockburn Island is out there as well. We're about to go to America. Let's cross that line right there, right in front of the plane. Back in Michigan. Slant Alpha is definitely behind me. Still can't see him, but he's out there. Again, we'll be doing our 5th annual marathon fundraiser, July 27th. 2 pilots have signed up with me so far. We'll get a couple more. We'll raise money for the Children's Cancer Research Fund through my participation in the Great Cycle Challenge, where I bike 150 miles on a bike in the month of September. And this is the livery I'll be flying in, the Wagon Queen Family Sky Cruiser. Again, I'd like to promote this plane a little bit more. Seeing that we're over the water, I'm going to let it go. So let's get this all set up. And you can learn more about the Wagon Queen Family Sky Cruiser. You are? Okay. Alright, here we go.
This summer, take to the skies in style. Introducing the 1977 Piper Arrow 3-wagon Queen Sky Cruiser. She's not just a plane, she's aviation's answer to the great American family road trip. With 4 seats, retractable gear, and 4 times the simulated wood grain, this bird's got the look of a suburban station wagon and the soul of a skybound stallion. Why just drive coast to coast when you can fly there in a machine so groovy, Clark Griswold himself would have traded in the family truckster just for a ride in this majestic metal mama. Rugged, comfortable yoke? Check. Luggage space for Aunt Edna? You bet. Built-in GPS to keep your dad from getting lost over Kansas? Absolutely. And don't forget the low-wing swagger and constant speed prop performance. Perfect for cruising at 137 knots while flying the tribe cross-country. So skip the rest stops and take the scenic route at 7,500 feet. It's the Wagon Queen Sky Cruiser, because the journey is the vacation. If you think you hate it now, just wait till you fly it.
Just wait till you fly it. Just saying, because I like flying it. So yeah, July 27th, we'll be flying across Canada, streaming the whole way. And then a week later, we will be, excuse me while I take that off. A week later, we'll be going across America from Vermont to Santa Monica, all in the name of fundraising money for children with cancer. And wait to donate, because if you donate while I'm streaming, you'll be entered into a raffle for a Real Sim Gear GNS 530. I would pull it out for you right now, but I'm using one right here. I love the thing, but Real Sim Gear came up big on that. And if you can fly it like a marathon, like I will, you will be entered in for a raffle for any build scenery or to Wiki Design or both. Thank you to Jeff Pollock Cinnamon for subscribing to me on Twitch. How many months is that? I put my Prime subscription in TI 7. Thanks for coming in today. I should put talk to speech on that. Type the, you know what I'm saying. TTS 55. Dude, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
For coming in today.
You got it better because you got your actual voice there. 34 minutes out from Mackinac Island. I can't see Slant Alpha behind me. We looked. But we'll keep looking. He's behind me. We are in America, everybody. In America. That didn't go right. Let me try that again. That was anticlimactic. Oh, man. I keep adding to all that stuff. That's okay. No, thanks for sharing. TMI. Well, I hope it goes better, sir. I hope it gets better. So, we'll pick up the slack. I'm working hard on that scenery, but not too hard. I'm not overdoing it. It didn't take much. It's just understanding what's going on. The last hurdle is to understand how to import 3D things that you design, because I have to get some bleachers and stuff. DigiDriver has been a supporter, I would call it, of the efforts. But I think it looks good the way it is, just in case. But I'm going to give myself till Sunday night, and then I'm going to upload what we need. Yeah, it's Blender. It's the 3D program. I just can't get it to export. But if I can get the bleachers and stuff in, it still looks way better than it did before. So. But, I don't know. We'll see. Digi, you should do some of that on your stream. You should show me how you do it. I know you do, and I know everyone else. I appreciate it myself because I'm gonna be honest. I told you I wasn't feeling the air show this year, but now it's getting. It's always when we get right next to it, and when you're actually in it, to be honest with you, it's pretty awesome. With the whole stream and Jeff and this and that. So, but I know we work hard. We do this because we want a good flying club. So. And I thought we did very good at Expo. I thought we came off really well. So, I mean, we all know everyone. It's just a matter of seeing everyone in person. Like, did you ever see? I think you know me at least, because we flew together. But Jeff, did you meet Jeff in person before FS Expo? I don't know if you did. Jeff's my type of guy. I always knew that. He always came out. I was like a funny guy. So we're on our way to Mackinac. 30 minutes to go. According to my electronic flight bag, it says 30 minutes to go. And then just crossed into America. And I'm gonna see if we can get some weather there. 118.275. But my CTAF AWOS hasn't been working in 2024 if I have scenery from like 2020 installed. So Mackinac, really? I'm gonna I'm not gonna say that. I'm just being funny. I don't know. I have no clue. It should have been in the event briefing. Let me check this out. We've only done this for 3 years. Bayview, I'm gonna say Mackinac now. This is inspired by a boat race, by the way. And everyone's in the voice channel. I didn't even go to the voice channel. I should have probably done that. But yeah. Is it Mackinac? Yeah. Sorry about that. Was there a briefing for this too? Because I didn't even attend the briefing. I was a little late to the party. Alright, I think I got my voice thing on. Gotta check out my setup again. I use a different microphone for Discord. Nope, that's not the right input. I don't even think it's plugged in. Nope, I don't have the right microphone, so I must be disconnected. Yes, it's disconnected. It doesn't even, so I'm just gonna get into voice chat. Alright, anyways. I just have to find a USB cable, which is probably down there somewhere. Ooh, alright. Ben Spiel just sent me his SDK files from last year. That's the only thing I gotta get down. If I do that, then the power is within me to do a lot. But I don't see myself being like a full-time scenery designer. It gets tedious. So Mackinac Island. Stay at the large hotel there, the Grand Hotel. So it's kind of like going to Disney World and trying to stay at the Grand Floridian. Someday I'm gonna hit it big. And then we'll be able to stay at the Grand Floridian. I'm not about that when you go to Disney though, dude. I'm about like cheap hotel because you're only just gonna sleep there. You're gonna stay up the whole time. Oh, I know. Yeah, I do. I want to know how to build things. Yeah. So, what's up? Mr. 26 PT2, I hope I said that right. It's nice meeting you at FS Expo, by the way. It does get draining, though. Yeah. And, like, see, last time in 2012, I didn't have kids yet. So, like, I would stay up, God, 10 hours figuring things out. So, no motorized vehicles allowed. At the hotel? Or is that the island itself? I do like scenery dev, I just don't feel like I have enough time. Well, there you go. It's like being a pilot. If you work for an airline, you get, you know, airfare if there's space for you. Or you know, the flight. So, yeah, I do like the challenge of scenery dev. I just have to learn Blender better. So, I used to use SketchUp back in 2012, which obviously is an advanced Blender. And Blender's free, so. Oh, okay. I got you. Well, that kind of stinks for me because I like taking my folding e-bike, putting it in the back of the plane and visiting islands. One of my favorite activities. I did that last summer, so I probably won't be doing it this summer. If maybe Martha's Vineyard once, thinking it over for August. But my friend wants to go up. My friends. I say friend because it only ends up being one by the time everyone's available. But I don't know. I feel a lot better about my situation. Seeing that I got my complex, it was easy to switch to the Arrow and have a selection of aircraft to pick from. The Arrow's never there. No courtesy car. Nope. I got you. It's to protect the island from wildlife, and there's not as many routes. Michigan off our left there. I saw something out there. Nope, it's just markings on the window. Oh, my monitor. I have to clean my monitor. It's pretty bad. No courtesy. No diggity. No doubt. I just totally dated myself on that one. Very nice. Very nice. I'll give you a laugh on that one. Feel free to use those commands. Hopefully not on landing. Good fix, it usually doesn't raise on landing. That's okay. It happens. I was lucky to have this little block, but I want to get out after this, do some moving. I've been sitting for too long with that scenery. I gotta stop being a slacker and start doing things like I used to, like biking more. And I did buy running shoes because I felt that, but my hips been hurting. But I'm about to just do what I used to do when I was younger and just heck it. Just go out there. So, alright, well, cool. Thursday night I will not be able to make it because I will be at a campground. So, I do try to make it out when I can. So, and I ran the, did I run the last event? No, that was Make Mike Sweat. I had a second to last event I did. It's the Wild West Flight, which wasn't very popular this year, but I'm still going to do it every year because I think it's cool. Lots of water, just saying. Lots of water. The sunset's bright. See, I have HDR graphics on the monitor and I have that tone match, which mine's a little clearer, but it is bright. New Balance. I've always had good luck with New Balance shoes. Of course, I haven't run in like years. So, yeah, they were on sale. They were like 40 bucks on Amazon. But I really liked my old New Balance ones. They were, they called Vectors. No, they were like blue. I love blue. Now, I haven't run in years. I just want to get out there and do something. Because, like, I've lost weight, but I could lose more if I just got out there. That's what I'm saying. So. Oh, I'm not a long distance runner. Oh no, heck no. I played high school hockey, and I'm better in spurts. So I have the Couch to 5K app, and I usually get to about week 6 on that. So the last time I ran on that, I was doing full miles. I'm not a long distance runner. I'm more. I was more. I'm gonna say was. Past tense now. No, and it wrecked my knees. So again, I'm gonna see how this goes. My knees have felt a lot stronger. I've dropped about 30 pounds from my heaviest. I've actually dropped like 40. But yeah, I got really big there, like right after my first kid was born. It was the stresses of my master's degree, and I told myself I wouldn't let myself ever get that bad again. And you know, I got it backed out. Flying motivates me on that. So yeah, the Couch to 5K app's pretty good. It does, like, you know, and I'll start out week 1 again. It's like you do like a warm up, and then it's like a slight jog for 30 seconds. Then you stop, and you have like 30 to 60 seconds of walking fast, and then it's like circuits. You know what I'm saying? And that eventually builds up. But I'm not a long distance runner. I never was. Never was. But when I did high school hockey, this is like 20 something, like over 20 years ago. I used to run like 2 miles at least 3 to 4 days a week. So then I got injured, and then I did the track team where I did more running, but I was on the weight team at that point. Never been a long distance runner. I did have to run the relay one time in high school though, because they ran out of runners or something. Yeah, I think it's a good app. I own it. I have to find what email I bought it under again, but gotta get out my phone. But I like it a lot. My son, the big thing too is my son wants to get to moving a little bit more. He's a tall kid. He's into baseball, and like we give him private lessons, which have paid off. He got his first home run at tryouts the other day, so we're still trying to hear what the results are of that. But like, dude, his hitting got like way better this past season, and he didn't make the town all-star team, but like, I don't know, I just feel like maybe they didn't give him a fair shake. And I'm not saying that's because he's my son. I think that like last year he was on the all-star team, but they cut more kids this year, so we're trying just to get him on a team for playing. So it's another Bonhammer. See if I can do this from this thing. Oh, there we go. I got it. There you go. Flamed commentatory. You made a mistake, my friend, and I bothered you. And it didn't say what did you do for Tommy Boy. I wish it did. But it is what it is. Alright, we're getting out there. How's our fuel situation? We're on the right tank. Probably have to switch to the left. Yep. Fuel pump on. And switching to the left. Fuel pressure still up. Alright, fuel pump off. Checking the fuel pressure good. Check everything else. Suction good. Alternator's charging. Flag, everything looks pretty decent. The other thing, when we took the Aero 2 out, me and Nick Resler the other day, it was miles per hour, so I had to like think about that. And it's different speeds in the Aero 3, so. The handle's kind of the same. Just Flight did a decent job with this. So. I am at 4,500 and below the clouds. That's where I'm at, because we're heading in a westerly direction. So going to Canada, it was in an easterly direction, so I went 5,500, but then I had to go down more clouds. I had to go at 3,500. And then as we overflew and we just went west, we changed to 4,500. Because that's what we do in real life. Anything below 3,000, you can do whatever you want. At any level. Like, you can basically go see them over the water, not the safest thing to do. You can go all the way down the water if you wanted to. There have been dumb people that do that. But over at populated areas, the rule is 500 for populated, 500 for like sporadic population, and 1,000 for like heavy. Did I get that right? I think I got that. But you'd be dumb to do that. I did go down to 1,000 when I flew around my house to have my kids see me the other day when I got current in June. But that was it. I mean, I'm gonna have to check all these things. Netflix just sent me a notification. I do that because if I get some warnings on the ADSB, it sends me a urban warning. But let's look at the traffic out there. Here's our route for today. Direct out of St. Clair County. I get why the first said St. Clair because I wasn't in St. Clair anymore. And then we went to Tobermory Airport, and then right to Mackinac. Sorry, Mackinac Island. Flight Alpha's behind us. Haven't seen him. And also this November 45 Foxtrot Lima is also with us, I believe, too. Yep, I got that. Yep. It's kind of reflecting off there. Yep. This is 2024, which has done an awesome job with visuals. And it's been decent on service update too. But I'm interested in seeing if they... the biggest problem I'm having is I have 24 gigs of VRAM in the 3090. And I crank this thing. I mean, I am a visual sim guy. I always have been, in a way. Even when I did the airliners, I'd have a roadmap back in like the late 90s, 2000. You know, those things where you have to get the atlas, the road atlas, and you open it up and see where you are. I thought that was cool. But yeah, it's reflecting the clouds off the lake. Alright. We are in the Pike West military operation area almost. And we are not doing flight development right now. But I'm surprised I don't see Slant Alpha out there. He's at 2001. So you would think that you'd see him out there. This dude needs a mustache. I updated him the other day, so I don't remember if it's saved or not. Tried to make it look as close to me as possible. And I do have a an Air Force fighter jacket like that. It's a Nomax one. So I've worn it like maybe twice, but way back a couple years ago, I got really into buying that used military surplus stuff. I don't see Slant Alpha out there. Michigan off our left. Mackinac Island coming up. In the distance. Bois Blanc Island. So before that, this is Bois Blanc. And Mackinac is. Alright, so here's what we're going to try to do.
Stick the left. In this challenge, the pilot
that totally did not show the right route. Oh, there we go. That's me letting it
keeping the plane on a good flight path with a constant angle descent lined up to center line. Good. Stick the left and don't suck.
Most important part, don't suck. Don't do it. There's always a chance to crash a plane. Really nice graphics. I might do the marathon flight in 2024. So I think it's been pretty good. Again, the biggest problem I have is that it maxes out my VRAM, which I don't even know how that happens with 24 gigs. The 5090 has 30. So, but that's why I don't think I want to buy the CDU. If I'm going to save up for something, it's probably going to be my next build. And I have enough money, but again, this is money I'm trying to just put away and not touch. So, I think that's the smart thing to do. But, I don't know. We had a negotiation here at work, so I got getting paid a little bit more next year. So, we'll see. I'm really trying to be having wealth grow from money that I earn. I only know that because I got my contract the other day. We didn't have like any type of pay grids or anything to look at, so I'm hoping it's correct because no one knows. There's always that chance I could find something better. Not. We'll see. The problem is I'm too expensive because I've been teaching for a long time. Put that to the side now. Just enjoy the flight. Enjoy the flight. These clouds are pretty nice. But man, I've been tempted to get X-Plane 12. I wasn't too happy with X-Plane 11. Everyone says flight dynamics. I didn't like any of the 172's payware or the one included. Didn't like it. I didn't think it was realistic enough. I thought the WB Sim 172 mod's the closest it's been to being realistic in a 172 regardless of simulator. I'm not poo-poo. I'm just saying the 172. So. But I don't know how much I'd fly X-Plane 12. Oh, eBay's got a notification. I can check it on my phone, I guess. Oh, they want me to buy another camping knife. So. But alright, yeah, we have Dallas coming up to see my niece. My college roommate, who's like a brother to me, is coming up. I'm thinking about just getting it just to have it, but I don't know how much I'd fly it, you know? I'm not poo-pooing on it. I think Austin Myers definitely represented better than Microsoft at FS Expo. And I think he's a nice guy. But I never got into X-Plane. My brother did X-Plane a long time ago. He's the guy that got me the flight sim, and then naturally when I found a way, I got my private pilot. But what was I gonna say? Just never really got into it. I bought X-Plane 11, and it was kind of like when you got Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's almost like it's like Prepared. The guy's using Prepared. That was my main simulator before Microsoft Flight Simulator again. I've always been a Microsoft Flight Simulator guy, and I understand it was pretty bad back in the day. Even Prepared wasn't that good, but it was decent. I like the graphics and stuff. And I know X-Plane has to have all these add-ons to make it look really good. But I don't know. It seems like an okay simulator. Just kind of this Microsoft Flight Simulator always happened. I'm not one to judge both, but I do know I did not like the 172's payware or freeware on X-Plane 11. I did not think they handled anywhere close to what it is now. And that WB Sim mod is what makes it awesome for 172. But you have to download the 2020 version and disable the 2024 version to get that to work on this. So they don't even sell that mod anymore, but that was a good mod to get. If you fly the Cessna, I felt like that was you need to buy that. So luckily I did. Alright, Bois Blanc Island, 6 Yankee 1 airport over there. And then we have Mackinac Island coming up. Who the hell made it a C at the end? Why not just put a W? Like, I'm not angry or anything. But... And Gecko Guy 82, thanks for coming out to the stream, by the way. 2024 is getting better, so I have a decision to make about my 5th annual marathon, which simulator to use. So we shall see. I have tons of scenery. I'm a very power-hungry user on simulators. So. But yeah, no. Well, thank you for coming out. I started this whole streaming thing about a little over 5 years. I guess we're 5 years now because it was like June of 2020. I was one of those skeptics of like, who the heck's gonna come out and like actually watch a person fly fake planes? And I was gonna do it anyways because that's how I practice and I keep things going. But like, it's been a trip, man. Like you can see, I got real creative with it. Oh, all right. Well, like, yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for coming out. That's right. Are you? It said first message, but first message is in the stream. That's why I was confused. Andrew McAlpine. I think I got it right. Yeah. So, but yeah. Anyways, pattern altitude is about 1750. I got you. I read names, so we're gonna have to make our descent. Let's have Allison announce the descent as we get this thing going on. And I totally spelled descent wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened
Turn
and
the
all carry-on
autopilot
luggage
off.
is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft.
Now we're flying by
Thank
hand.
you.
And we're going to trim it for 500 feet per minute. Hopefully my electronic trim is working. Keep it going on. Let's see if we got any weather there at Mackinac. See my Honeycomb Alpha, the potentiometers are all over the place. It's still stable, but it's doing this jumpiness. So again, I wanted to check out the Meridian yoke, but they had no prototypes available. And the only thing they had at the FS Expo was a non-working, like, almost like a Honeycomb Bravo quadrant. So I want to see those products. That was kind of a bummer, but I did talk with them. I don't know. If I buy that CDU, though, I'm going to have to justify that somehow. I got money tucked away. I just don't want to touch it. I want that CDU unit from Air Korea. I figure you buy it, you're done, because you get the Airbus panel. It's a flight management computer. You can change the panels out for the different aircraft to fly. And I do want to do a couple more airliners, so probably going to do what people do. I'm going to do the whole like Boston to Dallas Fort Worth flight that we're going to be flying with JetBlue. That would probably be on an Airbus, so I don't see myself doing the Airbus right now. Because I also like to learn the aircraft, unlike what I used to do in my younger years. Before I like to be as realistic as I can flying. Alright, 122.7 is the CTAF, let's get that ready. This is my AI version of Nickelback doing some flying inspired AI music. That came out pretty good. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. It's the potentiometers, and then seeing my warranty ran out, I got some of this contact cleaner, and I opened it up, and it was interesting seeing the inside for the first time. But I cleaned them out, and it's still kind of jumpy. So I'm again spoiled by Hall sensors. I have the Thrustmaster TPRs, and the most amazing thing, you don't have those problems with Hall sensors. And the newest Honeycomb Alpha, the one that's meant for like Xbox and PC, that has Hall sensors in it. But I don't feel like buying Honeycomb because that Meridian yoke looks a lot better. Trim it up a little bit. Okay, I don't hear any weather right now, so I'm going to go to SkyVector. I've had this problem in 2024. If I have scenery, it doesn't give me the weather. 118.275, it's on. Volume's up, so I'm not hearing anything. I think Meridian is probably the most legit one, to be honest with you. SkyVector is also not loading for me half the time, so I don't know what's up with that. If I have to, I'll overfly the airfield and see what's up. There he goes. Okay, it's saying 230 at 7 knots. It's probably doing a 2.6, so I'm going to line up a direct in, and we'll switch over to CTAF this time. Okay. Mackinac Island, Mackinac Island traffic, Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot. We're going to be doing an extended final. We're about 12 nautical miles east of the field. Going to be doing an extended final for runway 27 full stop, Mackinac. I'm still connected with that, so there's one spot in case we get off. Nope, still there. Alright, you're probably wondering, how do I line this up? You see that magenta thing? Electronic flight bag helps me immensely. This is my real world home. I'm just having my tablet stream to the screen. So this is a Bear. It's a free one. If I flew more, I'd probably buy an iPad. But a Bear I've been using for years, and I think it's amazing. A free program. Who's doing what? Alright, oh, we're climbing a little bit. I'll keep this thing come down a little bit. Closer to the island. haul up 8 nautical miles out. Give you an update position. Slant Alpha's way behind me. That's my tablet giving me a notification. I don't get those. I put on my Bose 20s, my Bluetooth. I usually connect it to my phone because if I ever had to call, you can call through the headset. So if there's an emergency or whatever. So I never really got to the Bose A30s. My A20s are fine. I did replace the ear seals on them, and they actually been working pretty good. I didn't get the official ear seals. I got some from Amazon that were like $10, but like I made sure they had the memory foam feeling and everything. So really dig the A20s. Jet Pilot said that was the best advice she ever gave me, and I was like, I think I just want to buy one nice pair of headset once I got my private. It's been awesome. So. Alright. Turn the Tobii tracker off so we get closer. Mackinac Island traffic. Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot 8 nautical miles to the east, setting up a extended final for runway 26 full stop Mackinac Island. I don't know if she's gonna see me. I don't know what simulator he's working. He does a little bit of everything, I think. I think he's an X-Plane guy, actually, more than anything. Could be wrong on that. He flew the DC-3, I think. Or is it the DC-6? Slant Alpha. Last time I saw that, man, was at FS Expo. We did, I did karaoke in the Slant Alpha room, if you will. So, I had a good time. It was nice meeting Rob. Alright, we are on the left tank here. We're going to keep it on the left for now. I might switch it one time before we land. We are getting a little low here. I'm going to even up here a little bit. So let's get this. Keep it right about there. A little closer here. Down a little bit. There's the island. There it is right there. I'm going to put my Tobii eye tracker on it this time. Island's out there. We got a nice bridge. Got some boats. Mackinac Island traffic. Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot. We're about 6 nautical miles out. Extended final runway 26. Full stop Mackinac Island. There we go. Clear to do this. It's all visual now. Tobii eye tracker wasn't working in 2024 at first, and then Tobii had their own software and they updated it. But I'm glad because I didn't want to use that other software. It was messing up the whole thing, and I got it to work pretty good. So it was a whole tutorial. I forget who it was on YouTube, but I've always followed him for things here. All right, I gotta pay attention here. Gas, fuel pump on. Fullest tank, we'll switch it to the right. Okay, undercarriage. We're into 129 knots. Yes, we are. Gear down. Okay, mixture. Drop. Flaps. We're not in the white mark yet. We have to slow down a little bit, so let's slow this thing down. One thing of flaps. It's 10 degrees, I believe. That's 25, that's 40, if I remember right. Alright, we should be slowing down. Trim up a little bit. Slowing down. On the glass. Mackinac Island, Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot. It's 3 nautical miles out on the final. Runway 26 full stop, Mackinac Island. It's supposed to be about 90 right now. Yep. Alright. Nothing of flaps. 25. Should slow out to about 85. 90. Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's supposed to be 100. Back up on the Warrior. Trim it up. Sort of falling like a rock. I want to come in about 70, 75. I like to be more than 75 knots. Alright, someone wants to type in ! sterile, S-T-E-R-I-L-E. I'm going to ask that we have a sterile cockpit this time. There we go, thank you. Turn to the left here. A lot of spraying. This does have the feeling of it falling like a rock, which is what it does in real life, to be honest with you. So you gotta watch it. You get slow. That's not on my command sheet, because that's a command at the top. Look at that wonderful bridge out there. I don't know what bridge that is, because I'm focused on the landing, of course. Alright, I'm gonna leave it at 25 degrees of flaps. I'm gonna come in here. Slow this down a little bit. 3 green, 3 green. Alright, here we go. Mackinac Island traffic, Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot, final runway 26, full stop, Mackinac Island. Oh! Got a little bit of wind there. Wow! Where'd that come from? I don't know, but I got a lot of throttle coming in here. Okay, I'm gonna make this. You're getting rocked around a little bit. I'm feeling it in the butt kicker too. I'm feeling the turbulence, but it's coming right down the runway. Throttle out. Coming down. Trim up. Come on. A little tough. All right. Pretty good. Turn off onto Alpha 2 here. And then we'll clean it up. I'm gonna call clear. Don't worry about everything. Mackinac Island traffic, Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot, clear of runway 26 Mackinac Island. Okay, after landing, turn off the Tobii eye tracker so I don't make you sick. Flaps up. Very good. Fuel pump off. Strobes off. Landing light off. Mixture as required. We'll keep it where it is. Pitot heat not needed. Trim set for takeoff. You're good. Alright. Very good. ELT verify. Oh, we're not there yet. Alright, let's go. Let's go to park. Go park. Come on now. I have my parking brake on. Did I put my parking brake on? I don't remember putting my parking brake on. Right, I don't know how many of these guys are Rich USA Flag Club members. Eh, what? What? A go around? I thought I did pretty good on that. Once you need to go. I'm trying to figure that out, Black Knight, but welcome to the broadcast. Hey, look, there's a Marshall over there. Should we go use the Marshall? Maybe we get some slant alpha landing action here in a second. He's waving me on. He's saying go left, but I'm not even close to him. Or her. Is that her? I think it's a female. Alright, we'll use the Marshall. Up and stop. Okay, we'll stop there. Tobii eye tracker off. Alright, securing the aircraft. ELT, verify silent. Avionics off. All lights except for beacon off. Everything else is off. Full lean on the mixture. Mags off. Master off. Lights off. Alright, parking brake on. Let's see if we can go see some slant alpha landing action here. Oh, I push the R button because I'm so used to 2020. Terrible. But we have someone departing over here as well. We'll wait for Slant Alpha to come on in. According to this, he might be out there for a little bit, but we'll keep an eye on him. That was 254 people. That wasn't the best landing, I know that, but it's coming kind of flat. It's a landing, I'll take it. So that's where Slant is. Oh, there he is. He's coming in. Cool. Don't mess this up, Eric. Don't think 2020. Let's go, Slant. Model matching's looking pretty good. He's in a Piper. Yeah. That is a nice landing. Way better than mine. Oh! Hit the F button because I was thinking 2020 again. So there we go. Alright. Well, I think that's going to call it for this stream here, everybody. Server. What does server mean? I'm on the east server. That's what that command is for. Mackinac Island. I can see why they don't want you having motorized vehicles. It's a small island. I was pretty established. It was a little bit rough. That's because I landed shallow, but I was definitely going to be fine on the runway. Are you talking about the turbulence there? I mean, we kind of determined that if you could get reestablished in time, you're fine. But yeah, it depends on how you feel about it. I'll give you that. I don't feel hurt at all, by the way, because talking about these things is what makes you a better pilot. I don't know who's departing there, but all right. Anyways, I gotta figure out that FS Expo stuff. I gotta take it off now that it's not there anymore. But we're gonna leave you for Mackinac Island. That bridge is the Mackinac Bridge or something like that. I know that 'cause it's a very prominent landmark. Ooh, excuse me, out here. But if you're on Twitch, I'm gonna rate someone, so stay tuned. Remember to push that follow button too. I'm trying to get that up on YouTube. If anyone has not subscribed to my YouTube, youtube.com/EricFlight, one word. Subscribe to my YouTube. I'm trying to get to 1,000. Gecko Guide's been awesome. Andrew, thank you very much. I'm gonna turn this tablet off because that kind of ruins the whole scene there. But yeah, we'll be streaming again soon. Hopefully, maybe in an airliner. I'd like to do the airliner again. Not that I'm perfect at it. I still have problems with landing. But oh, don't worry about it. Hey, dude. If you think that you're the roughest person I've ever dealt with, you are far from wrong on that. Dude, we all talk about this stuff because that way it makes us better and think about things. There's nothing wrong with expressing what you would feel good about. We're good. Seriously, we're good. Yeah, so again, subscribe on my YouTube. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I think I'm at like 960 something. I don't even think this is updated. So also, subscribing always helps the World Flying Funds. Just saying, you don't have to. I appreciate you just coming out and watching the stream. We got boats in the distance as well. And yeah, I really appreciate everyone coming out. Like honestly, you make the flights better. You really do. It gives me someone to talk to. It's not just me looking at a screen the whole time. So that's why I do this, and I hope it's somewhat entertaining. I know flying fake planes can be kind of sometimes, but I do try to make it entertaining, and I appreciate all of you. Remember to push your like, following buttons if you watch the stream replay on YouTube. Push the like. And Little Monday says hi. I have a whole setup on my desk. I don't have like a cockpit set up here. This is a green screen behind me. I do a lot with visuals here. But thank you for following me on Kick. Remember to push those buttons on Kick too, because like honestly, it's not as popular as Twitch and stuff, but I do like streaming the 3 places at once. But yeah, this is a virtual green screen. So it's just software that reads behind me, and I put a video. Again, I'll go over that. So basically, I take a screenshot of the plane, I cut out the windows in Photoshop, and then I go to my video editing thing, and I have video of plane flying during the day, which is the outside, and then I put this on top of it, and that's what makes it. Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. I do not take criticism badly. Let's put it that way. So I'm constantly criticized by students left and right team. So. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna see you all later. I'm gonna try to get some, at least walking in or something. I gotta do something. That's been terrible. Little Monday says hi. Thanks for following me on Kick. Appreciate that. So thank you. I work hard. And yeah. Also go to youtube.com/EricFlight if you want to follow me on YouTube. And there you go. See, I have that on there. I have to do that for Twitch. But all right, we're gonna rate someone on Twitch. Stay tuned. If not, I will see you soon. Okay? I'm probably gonna try doing the airliner because I want to kind of get in that again. So, Eric Flight, peace out. You all have a great day. Virtuous Flying Club event is over for me, at least, and I'll see you soon. Eric Flight, peace out.